Hello. In this toolkit edition of the POA podcast, Deputy General Secretary Joe Simpson describes the vital role undertaken by Union Safety Representatives, or USRs. He also discusses why the role is not as complex as it may sometimes sound, and gives guidance on how you can become a USR and the support that is available. Joe, I suppose the starting point is, what's the role and importance of Union Safety Reps, or USRs?
The Union Safety Rep, for me, is one of the most vital reps in the trade union movement, because they are the people who speak to managers. They're the go-between between our members and management when they wish to bring up health and safety matters, make them aware of it, also inspecting the workplace to ensure that it's safe, investigating accidents in the workplace, assaults, especially in our line of work, which will then help to assist our members if they do make a legal claim, and making that legal claim swift. But for me, the whole idea of the Union Safety Rep is to ensure that our members work in a healthy environment.
And I suppose it's not just accidents at work, is it? It's near misses as well.
Yeah, the near-miss accident reporting in the prison service and also the NHS is very low. And that's because the employer does not advertise it. Near-miss accident report is exactly that. If a prisoner or a patient has shouted at you, swore at you, then put it in the accident book, because what happens then is it starts a roadmap, for want of a better word, if you go off further down the road with stress or anything like that. Also disease as well. A lot of our members come to work when they've got colds, they've got flu, which is presenteeism. A member of staff comes to work with a cold or the flu, go and put it in the accident book as a near miss, because then if management do come along and try to give you a sick warning, you can point them to it and say, well, I did tell you about it. You've done nothing about that, and I've had to go off sick. So therefore, why are you giving me a sick warning or whatever? But the near-miss accident report does build that picture. And one of the things that we're hearing from our members is that managers are not adhering to the RMP within HMPPS. If they're not doing that, then go and put it in the accident book as a near miss. Because again, it assists the Union Safety Rep in saying to managers, hang on a minute, you keep steering away from the RMP, which is an agreement between the POA and also the management here. Our members, then, you are putting them in danger. You're putting their health and well-being at risk. You need to stop it. And that's what the near-miss accident will do.
How do people become USRs? I imagine that the union bit is as important as the safety bit.
It is. There's quite a lot of resource on our website that we've developed over the years on how people become a union safety rep. I mean, first and foremost, they need to approach the branch committee, because they don't need to be on the branch committee. I know a lot of our members don't want to be part of the committee, or they're not interested in part of the committee, but they might be interested in being a union safety rep. And for me, that's vital. All they have to do then is give a report to the committee, but they need to approach a committee for the simple reason it's the union who appoints them, and we appoint competent people. All we ask is that once they're appointed, then they must complete the TUC health and safety stage 1 within the first 6 months of them being appointed. If they can't get that, then what we will do is we will arrange with the General Federation of Trade Unions, which we are affiliated to put on a bespoke course, if we can, for POA members, so we can get them trained up. I know the TUC is struggling at the moment to get numbers on courses, and I can't understand why not, because it is a vital part. Whether it is because people prefer to do courses online rather than in person, I don't know. But we are having a problem within the trade union movement in getting courses filled.
And Would members have to attend these courses in their own time, or is some form of special or paid leave available?
No, under the SRSC regs, they are given facility time to attend any training which they need to do. We do insist on TUC Stage 1 and TUC Stage 2. Also, the diploma as well. At the moment, the employer seems to think that our members don't need the diploma. They're actually got to be trained to the equivalent qualification as to the person that they're discussing health and safety matters with on behalf of our members. So that training is taken care of. Once they come back, the facility time is there for them to go away and do their duties.
Some people might think of health and safety as either very technical or very dry, but actually neither is necessarily the case, is it?
No, it's not. And it once you get into it, it's quite enjoyable because it's such a wide-ranging subject and different things within HMPPS, within the Scottish Prison Service, within Northern Ireland, within the NHS. You've got different risks attached with all the jobs. But the one thing that is common right away through is management must have risk assessments in place. And they should involve our health and safety reps in dealing with that and getting the right risk assessment and safe system work in place. For me, the technical side, once you've had the training, I think it breaks down that technical, because when you look at it, you think, oh, God, it's like SRSC regs. How do we interpret them? Well, actually, once you start reading them and once you start reading the regulations that back them up and the approved code of practice, it becomes clear. And unfortunately for management, they've got to deal with it. And if they're not dealing with it, which we have done in the past, we have taken them to an employment tribunal and won them.
You mentioned that there was a lot of information available on the POA website, poauk.org.uk, of course. What other support is available for USRs at both a branch and a national level?
At branch level, we've just set up the Health and Safety Consultative Committee, which is made up from members within area who have got the minimum of the TUC Stage 2. A lot of our members out there have got NEBOSH, IOSH qualifications, and we try to pick them so new health and safety reps can then start and feed into them. Then they feed into us nationally through the Health and Safety Consultative Committee, where we can build a picture. We have the Health and Safety Whitley meeting, which we have every quarter, which we then take any problems that we have to that meeting on behalf of our members. But also, we also have access to the head of health and safety for the prison service, along with their area health and safety leads, which we have a very good working relationship with, and we can get matters resolved very, very quickly. So we're in a good place when it comes to health and safety nationally and regionally as well.
If people are listening to this podcast, they're not currently a UN safety rep, and it's something they've not thought about until now, where can they find out more?
They can find out more by going on the website, going to see the local branch. We have a dedicated health and safety email, which is healthandsafety@poauk.org.uk. They can email in there. We will send information back for them to assist them. We have a POA Health and Safety Reps handbook on our website, which they can download, have a look at it, which we took away the technical element of being a health and safety rep and for want of a better way of putting it into plain English so people can look at it and say, all right, I didn't realise that. That's what I need to do. And it is a good resource.
Becoming a union safety representative is a great way to make your workplace and your colleagues safer and to have a direct input into addressing some of the most pressing day-to-day problems of the job. To find out more, talk to your local branch officers, email healthandsafety, all one word, @poauk.org.uk, or visit poauk.org.uk/news-events/health-safety.